you guys, welcome back to my channel. Samantha Hammonds here, Central Texas Realtor with eXp Realty. So I wanted to talk really briefly because I'm headed to a showing right now, to an appointment. So I want to talk really briefly about getting leads as a brand new agent. I am just seeing it everywhere that everyone wants to be like this social media attraction marketing guru, and they just want to get all their leads from social media. They want everyone to always contact them all the time, and they don't want to have to reach out and get the leads. They want people to come to them, which totally, that's kind of the goal, right? And as you go in business, that is what will start happening through just your sphere, past client referrals, your friends and family referring you out and using you as a realtor. That's eventually what's going to happen, right? But for the new agent, I'm talking 2 years or less new agent, that's not typically what's going to happen. I find that so many people they want to build this amazing, and most people are wanting to do it on Instagram, right? Everyone wants to just build up an amazing attraction business on Instagram, which you should be doing that from day one, right? You should start beginning as following if you want to. I mean, I'm actually off Instagram right now, but at bare minimum, at least Facebook, a business page. I'm actually going to link a video down below on how I get leads from Facebook for free. Basically getting more leads more organically through my Facebook business page using video and groups, and my personal page is also tied into it. So I kind of use that whole system to get leads for free on Facebook. So that's the first way that agents can get leads as brand new agents. I'm going to link that video down below, so I'm not going to get into the specifics in this video. The second way, because let's face it, until you have closed a few deals or at least are actively working with a few clients, you're not going to have the best content to share on social media. I mean, yes, you should be sharing about what you're learning. You should be going to tour vacant or model homes. Like, you should be doing all those things to like puff up content, right? To get your content out there and position yourself, of course, as the expert in the marketplace. But really, until you've had a couple deals, you've worked with a couple clients, you have some stories to tell, you have some knowledge to share, you're not going to have like the best content to share. So it's going to be harder to grow on social media, right? So second way I'm going to say, and I stand behind this because I think it is the best way to get leads as a brand new agent, and that is to pick up the phone and cold call. Now, when I say cold call, I mean multitude of things. One, you can cold call neighborhoods and try to get email addresses or see if they're looking to sell. There's so many different ways you can cold call. I have used the Ricky Caruth method. You can look him up and see how he does it. Basically getting emails, putting them on an email list, staying in touch with them, right? So there's that. You can also call for sale by owners. These are people that have already raised their hand. They want to sell their house. You just have to be the one that sells them on the fact that you should be their realtor and they should sell with a realtor. So that's the second way. You can also do expireds. If you have a lot of expireds in your market, you can do expireds. So that's cold calling. Also, your friends and your family and your sphere. Now, that's not really like cold calling, but it is picking up the phone and calling them or texting them. But really, you should call them and say, hey, I'm a realtor. I just got my license. Do you know anyone looking to buy or sell? I would love to help you. Are you looking to buy or sell? Or is there anything I can do? You know, just basically making it known, because just because you put a post on Facebook does not mean they know you are a licensed realtor. So it literally is just making it known that you are now licensed, you know what you're talking about, you are excited to help people, and asking for a referral, asking for business. Just ask for the business and make sure that they know you're the person to talk to when it comes to real estate. So that's it. Calling people, cold calling. It is, you just need to do it. Like, everyone is so afraid to pick up the phone. Everyone is like, oh, I would never cold call. And let me say this. If you have the ability to kind of let it take the longer route, you know, play the long game, and because you have income, you have savings, or you have a spouse, so you don't need the income and the experience right away as an agent, that's fine. That's totally okay. You don't have to, quote unquote, try to rush it, Now, granted, let me say this. When you are cold calling, yes, it is still a process. You're not always going to have someone on every session that says, yep, I'm ready to sell my house, right? Like, yes, you're going to have to follow up and you're going to have to learn how to convert these leads. But in my opinion, cold calling, whether it's neighborhoods or for sale by owner and even your sphere, is the quickest way and the cheapest way for new agents to get leads and experience, because you're going to get experience converting these leads, you're going to get experience talking to people, and you're going to get a lot of experience with rejection, which as a realtor, you need to learn how to take rejection. You need experience with rejection. You have to get very comfortable with it. And so cold calling is a great way to just be practice as well. You may never get a quote unquote lead out of it right at the beginning, but you were able to talk to someone, hold a conversation, and become comfortable speaking with someone about real estate. And it's just going to help give you that experience. It's going to help you in the long run, even if it's not an active lead at that moment. Okay. So again, yes, build your social media. Try to, make sure you are working on your social media. And that is, of course, everyone's goal in the long game, but that is the long game. So if you have the time and the income or the savings to wait, when I first was licensed, I had to do a deal within the first 30 to 60 days, or I was going to have to get out of real estate and get a job. That's how we had no money. So I had to make a way to get deals fast. And it's all by the grace of God. Of course, I always say that. If you want to play the long game, more power to you. Nothing against it. And this is not an either or. It's a both and. Like, you work on these other strategies while building your social media presence and your brand, right? And then eventually you're going to have a bunch of brand recognition and people are going to know who you are and they're going to start referring people to you, and you're not going to have to go out and find leads as much. They'll be attracted to you more. But then the last thing I want to talk about is actual strategic paid Facebook advertising. Facebook especially, and even Instagram, it's a pay to play platform. Really, if you have a business page, again, with the video that I'm going to link below, that strategy works tremendously to get leads, but it's not like you're going to get 10, 15, 20, 30 leads a day doing that. You're going to get 1 or 2 or maybe 3 a month or so doing that, right? And they're usually really good high quality leads. Again, the video I linked down below is what I'm talking about here. But if you run really high quality ads, you put a good budget behind it, and you have a really high quality follow-up system and campaign with those ads, that's another way to get some really great leads. Yes, a lot of them, it's almost like cold calling, because you'll pick up the phone and you'll call them and they'll be like, I didn't put my information anywhere, and you have to, just deal with that. But there are the ones that are like, yeah, I did sign up for that. Yeah, I am looking for a realtor, or whatever the case is, right? Pay to play. You just need to learn how to run really high quality leads that are effective for buyers and sellers. Most people don't know how to run seller Facebook ads. Most people run ads and it's all pointed to buyers, and they're not the best leads. They get like hundreds, and this is from experience, I've done this. You get hundreds of leads, but maybe one of them pans out because they're very low quality leads, because you don't run the ad the right way. So you definitely need to run the ad the right way. You need to be following up. You have to pick up the phone. When you do a Facebook ad, you have to be ready to call them within 24 hours, but probably sooner. Maybe have an email campaign set up to trigger once an ad comes in, or just have a system in general. I'm not a huge fan of email campaigns, but have a system of what's going to happen with these leads when you've gotten them in, right? Because they're still technically a cold lead. I still consider them cold leads. Look up Jaime Resendez. He's with EXP as well. Look him up. He does awesome videos on how to, and he actually gives like the actual ad copy as well, like running paid Facebook ads for sellers and for buyers, and retargeting ads, because that's another piece of it. You can't just run an ad and then it just be a one ad and done. You actually have to run it's a campaign, so it's not just a one-time ad. You typically run an ad and then you retarget and then you retarget again, and that's how you're going to build brand recognition and awareness, and that's how you're going to get the high quality leads, not just a bunch of the very low quality leads. I never submitted an I've never submitted my information to you, don't call me again type leads, right? So those are ways other than the quote unquote organic social media marketing, which in my opinion, it just does not work. In the quick, right? It works in the long term when you have built your brand and you've built your credibility and you've built a large following, then yes, you start having people just coming to you. You start having people referring people to you, but you have to build up your credibility. And how do you build credibility? You get experience. And how do you get experience? You find someone willing to work with you. So if you are a new agent and you actually want to get leads, try some of these out. Cold calling, I will still stand by the number one way. Reach out to your sphere. Use the link, use the video below, how I use my Facebook page to get leads, and run high quality paid Facebook advertising with a good budget and a good follow-up strategy, and you will start getting business. Okay, do not be afraid to get the business. Now, unless you're a unicorn, I want to add this too. There are some people who they never really had to work to get business, right? They're just one of these people that they can just get business, you know, and this is the unicorn. Like, most people don't have a bunch of friends and family lining up to use them as their realtor. Most people don't have a large community of friends that, or, you know, are very involved in the community, that are just going to be people that use you as your realtor, right? There are people out there that are just unicorns that they had a large family, they have a lot of friends, they have a big network. So really all they had to do was tell their network that, hey, I'm a realtor, and they started getting business and referrals. That's not most of us, okay? That definitely wasn't me, because I used to be, I want to say introverted, but I just didn't used to like to go out and like meet people. I still am not like the biggest fan of networking events, but I try to like push myself out there. Because the key is the more people you know, the more business you're going to do. And so that's why I like the cold calling, because as Ricky Caruth says, the goal is to be friends with the most homeowners. The more homeowners I talk to and get on my email list, and they see my face at least once a month, but should be every week, they see my face, they're getting to know me, I'm going to be the one they reach out to. And then you can build that however you want, right? It can be an email list, or you can build a small Facebook group. You can build a community. You can do community events. That's another really great way to get leads as a new agent. That, of course, it's going to cost a little bit of money. You know, say you do an event in your subdivision, you have a snow cone truck come out, and you pay for snow cones for the whole community, and you pass out your business cards when you do that, or you sponsor a sports team or something, right? Just doing community events. That's going to be a great way to get business as a brand new agent. So that's it. I've gone on long enough. I did not plan for this video to be this long. But I hope it gave you some ideas to where if you're a new agent and you're spinning your wheels and you're not getting business, but you're posting and you're on stories and you're doing all the things that you're supposed to do, and you're wondering why it's not working, is because it was really never meant to work that way. Not right at the beginning. That is the long game. I am currently completely off Instagram. I'm only using Facebook for business right now, and I'm getting business, and it's working. It's working great. So anyway, please like, comment, subscribe, do all the things you're supposed to do to help a YouTube channel grow. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy. I cannot believe that. I need to be a lot more active on this channel though, get my engagement up a little bit. So do all the things. Share this video with a realtor friend, and I will talk to you later. Bye.